Hey everybody, how's it going out there? Welcome back. Welcome back to some live coding. We are working on my Subway app, and I'm trying out yet another what's the word called? Project management solution. And I'm further annoyed about the Elgato light. The Wi-Fi never quite turns on when I want it to. It's all good. It's all good. But that's why I guess half my face is dark. We do have some snow out there today, which is really exciting. I am a huge fan of the snow. Always have been, always will be. But for now, let's see where we are at. So we've been working on the admin app, adding auth with Auth0. Over the past few sessions. And I feel like we're going to get, we've been making really good progress. We have our tasks out for the day. We are able to log in, right? Running on iPhone 16 Pro. Where is the simulator? Here it is. Guess you hit a breakpoint. That's fine. Let's just play through it. Yes, we have our list of permissions here. that's our profile screen right now. It's gorgeous, I know. Best designs ever. Guess I could join with separator. Put a little comma in there. There we go. So as you know, adding auth to the app is kind of a long-term goal. And the near-term goal is to add auth to the admin app, which will only affect me, basically, because this app is not published, to just make sure I get all the auth stuff right. So then I'll know I can add it to the main app, and lots of stuff can happen from there, etc. Yeah, so last week we made this little popover, and what we want to do is do this mark as published thing. Right now, of course, that doesn't do anything. So I guess today we kind of want to implement that, like make a route on the back end. And let's see. Can I reorganize by dragging? I cannot. It's a cycle. Hey, Tukes. Tuke says, received the M4 Mini finally and started Swift. Oh, congratulations. Yeah, that's a great machine. Start date and end date are going to be the same. This is what we're going to do on stream today. So it's completed already. I guess I should change the end date then, huh? I can't edit this. This app sucks. I wonder what they had in mind. I guess no one ever has actually a 1-day cycle. Okay, well, let's archive it. Oh, Aiden with the 2-month subscribe. Thanks, dude. How are you doing out there? So I guess we'll set the start date to... Oh, we can't set it to yesterday? Okay, I guess we'll set the end date to tomorrow. Call it live streams and stream is taken, I guess. Ready? Remove the dates. Oh, okay, so I can just not put dates to it. That's great. Okay, so then let's put some issues into it, which is all of these things. Or do I do that from the cycles menu? Add existing issues. Let's plan to get all of these done. I wanna make this the top one. How do I make you top priority? Cannot move issue. Drag and drop is disabled for the current grouping. Well, that'll do it. Can I? Nope, can't move their issues either. Aiden says, I'm doing good out there. Finally came up with an offline app idea. Oh, sweet. How's work been, or have you finished for the year for now? Yeah, I'm taking off for the rest of the year from my 9 to 5. I've got some exciting stuff planned for the next week and a half, but we'll get to that. I want to catch up on what Tukes was saying. Tukes says, discovered internal and external label and functions. I was wondering when Swift code, how the functions are so explicit. I don't know what internal and external labels are. Example, print time for number. Oh, the variable numbers, variable labels. Oh yeah, that's pretty sweet. Yeah, I started some coaching, I guess. And I guess have like an end of the year reflection, which is what I like to do every year anyway. Last year, I spent a week just journaling at the end of the year. And that ended up being a really good idea for me. I was able to set my goals for the year, which was move into my body. As a programmer, I spent a lot of time in my head and hardly any time in my body. And that went well. I started physical therapy, jazz dance, jujitsu. I started doing a little bit of calisthenics every morning. Not exactly every morning, but definitely way more than I used to. So I would say moving to my body was a success. Moving to my apartment, moving to Underway. Moving to my apartment, I spent a lot of time learning like how to do different house stuff like laundry and organizing. And I don't know if I want to call that a success or not. I think I will, because I'm definitely more independent in that area now, and that feels really good. That feels really important right now. And then moving to Underway, I guess when I was meditating at the end of last year, I'm like, well, I know I want to be independent. I have an app that is loved. People have said some ridiculously nice things about it. I want to give it another shot at making it happen. And it was a really tough year. I didn't get to spend as much time on Underway as I would have liked, so to speak. But I am kind of realigned now This is like the 7th project management tool that we're trying out. We're making efforts to get aligned, and I see the fruits of that happening. I see the app slightly growing again. We still have a 90% subscriber retention rate. So a lot to be proud of there. So I would say that those 3 goals were a success. So I'm excited for what I come up with when reflecting on this year with the focus on for next year. I do think growing Underway enough so I can be independent. I think I can do it by, this time next year, hopefully by October, because that's when I started saying by this time next year. I've been saying by this time next year for like 3 months now. But yeah, in 2025, I do want to be independent with Underway. I guess like a 20x or 30x or 50x growth, and I can do it. And that can happen overnight, or it can not happen. I think either way, I will definitely be growing a lot this year, and so will Underway. So if I don't become independent in 2025, I do think in 2026 it'll be possible. But really hoping for 2025 for multiple reasons. One, just because I have been wanting it forever, and 50x, I guess, is aggressive. But yeah, let's go. Aiden says, I hear people have yearly themes which they set before you're starting. Yeah, I guess that's basically what I did at the end of the year last year. Oh, finally the Elgato light decided to show up on the Wi-Fi. Yeah, with move into my body, move into my apartment, and move into Underway. I want to set priorities on here. Board layout, calendar layout, table layout, timeline layout. Just go to the top. Go to the top. Oh, I don't like this kind of priority. I want ordered priority. Start date, due date. What else is in here? Updated on, link. Don't tell me there's not a way to reorder stuff. Create your first view. Yeah, just a list. Test view. So move this to the top. Move this to the top. To the top with you. No? Group by, created by. Yeah, order by manual. Look at that. It says order by manual. So go to the top. To the top. One selected. Okay, I don't want to get too caught up by this, but like, come on, man. Come on, man. Why are you like this? Well, let's just set it to in progress, and I'll figure out ordering later. Tuke says, wish you the best. Thanks so much. Aiden says, I have some goals for next year and got Tommy to help with keeping me on track. Oh, sweet. Yeah, that's why I signed up for coaching, because like there's a lot of things that I want to do between music, the app, the stream, and being able to talk it through with someone. I've only had 2 sessions so far. Being able to talk it out loud with someone, I feel like is going to really help me get to a place where I want to be. Okay, so, oh, this is not the one I want in progress to do. I want to change this. Yeah, this blocks this and this and this. Okay, so it's blocking issues. So now I can move you to the top. Nope. What if I set both of these to in progress? Can I change the order now? Well, we'll figure that out later. There's must be a way to do it. I just don't know how yet. I just found this tool out last night and I played with it for like 5 minutes while half asleep. And since I have Tommy watching me, right on. Yeah, that's kind of what I was hoping the Discord community could be, like people kind of sharing their progress on what they're working on and stuff. So far, it's just me yapping about that. That's not true. That's not true. There's been some people kind of sharing their progress on different things, like Leaf, whenever he posts a new update in there. But anyway, so I got Tommy to join. Welcome, Tommy. Transit system. So right now, I'm calling the subway NYCT, which is kind of incorrect because NYCT, New York City Transit, also does the buses. And if I add bus maps, the NYCT map is not, it's just too ambiguous. So I want to change this to subway, and that's probably going to cause a lot of problems. So we're going to be renaming for days here. I'm just typing and I got a longest move streak. So not sure what Apple thinks I'm doing. I'm just moving some code around and I got a move streak. Localized string, I'll call it subway. Build succeeded. Okay, so there's no way that actually like works. Let's run the app and I bet we'll get some errors in somewhere. I got Tommy to join the Discord and he posted some Nick stuff. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, it can be vulnerable just like sharing like, this is what I'm working on and this is how I messed up in a Discord. Okay, so I did not get the error I was expecting. That's interesting. Today I've been figuring out navigation in SwiftUI. Oh, right on. Yeah, that can kick my ass. I've only been doing navigation in UIKit, basically. So what I'm looking for my Table Plus. Do I have that on this computer? I don't. Okay, let's download it. Well, I guess we don't need to. I guess we could just use the command line. Yeah, for sure. Let's see, so SQLite. I think it's .schema. Yeah, so here's all the tables. Yeah, we'll probably need to rename these tables. I don't think I'm using them anywhere, actually. think one of these tables has like a transit system. Column name, and that's what I wanted to make sure. Yeah, this one, map locations to, let's see. Select star from, yeah. I don't know why these are, I guess that we still need to update these, but I guess I was expecting a different failure mode, which is fine. Let's see, where do we want to update that? I guess when we create the database, oh, maybe I can just add that to here. Aiden says, I'm slowly getting there with it. Right on. I have a super basic MVP of my app done, but it looks super bad, mostly due to me shoving everything in one screen. My designer friend will probably tell me off for not designing it in Figma first. Yeah, thinking by doing. That's the nice thing about software. It's so easy to change it later. Where's Finder? So what I want to do is data. I want to add, oh, I don't know if I can do that. Okay, let's just close Xcode, and can I open this with Xcode? Looks like I can. So I have a database of like all the subway stops, etc. that gets packaged up with the app. There's all the tapping locations, and I generate it using, I guess, this script. Which means like if I accidentally edit the database, it's fine because I can just recreate it. I think it's this one. Yeah, so this should be Subway now. And let's see, is there anywhere else we say NYCT in here? We do. Hey, how's it going, John 2.0? Thank you for the 4,400 chill vibes. How's the old horses going? Yeah, and we also just put in some files directly into the database. Wow, another 4,400. You're just loaded today. Thanks so much. Glad you're here. They are alive and well. Right on. That's the best way for horses to be. How's coding? Pretty good. We're just doing a quick rename. We're trying out yet another project management tool, but we can't seem to reorder Can't seem to reorder items, which is weird. Are you sure you want to leave? Your current bulk operation selections will be lost. Oh, okay. Just wanted me to not check it off. I'm trying to move this to the top or like to the bottom to make it top priority, and it's doesn't work. But yeah, this is what we're working on. Can I move stuff into here? Can I... For... Looks like there's some way to do it. I just can't quite figure it out. But yeah. Only 150,000 points left. Yeah. I don't know what's with that, but let's stay on target. Just wanted to check the files that I'm directly inserting into the database to make sure they don't have the NYCT string. I'm renaming the NYCT string to Subway because NYCT actually includes buses, so it's kind of incorrect to call them as such. See, do we say NYCT in here? We do. Okay. I guess we could do the old find and replace here. Command D. Aiden says, next project, making a project management system. I know, this stream knows how I am longing to do such a thing. Once underway, become self-sufficient, then I can do anything. I can make music. I can stream all day. I can make my own project manager tool. I can play video games all night. Oh yeah, and the Twitch bot for when we had the music selection during the scenery streams. Okay, so now we can say .subway. And this we want to say, I guess subway.night. Oh, I guess that means we need to change the map ID also, not just the transit system. So I'll have to find where that is used. Aiden says, a streamer I mod for is making one in Django and Vue with Foss. Nice. I would obviously be making one in Swift. Okay, I'll change this to subway.night. And that means we need to look for usages of UW map. Yeah. So this is subway night. So this is why I didn't get the failure case I was expecting, because we didn't update this. Okay, so let's go ahead and... Oh yeah, let's do another search first. NYCT. Ooh, the Android side. Are we gonna do Android today, fellas? Oh my god. What is this? Oh, samples of the ENE is escalators and elevators. Yeah, the MTA runs NYCT, which is subways and buses, LIRR, Long Island Railroad, SIR, Staten Island Railway, MNR, Metro North Rail, something. But yeah, calling the subway maps NYCT is not correct because it's also the buses. Got to keep Vapor alive, says Aiden. Yeah. Single-handedly. TypeScript's okay, but I don't prefer it. Oh, this is kind of going to be a big task. Now that we got to do Android as well. I don't have the path map on Android, so it's just stuff that matches the subway. For now, yes, exactly. For now. Ooh, so this should be subway. Do that selection again. What is this? This is equality. I feel like I should hold off on editing the Android, but I guess that's a subtask of this thing. Add sub issue update for Android also. We can skip that stuff, skip that stuff. Yeah, I know why I named it NYCT, because they use that all the time in here. Call this subway. So that we want to keep. That is their own nomenclature, this NYCT complex. What is this? Yeah, this should be subway station IDs. Map selection, yes. And this is Swift, yeah. Okay, those are just samples. Don't want to edit those. How many of these do we have? This is a long list. Is there a way to like NYCT train ID? That's their nomenclature there. I want to keep that one. This one, I'm not following their nomenclature, actually. This is on the back end, though. I don't want to change that. I mean, I do, I think, actually. Then the web stuff. Delete it all from scratch. Tempting, tempting. Oh, okay. I was holding down the wrong button. I'm like, why is the song skipping forward? Update the name of this. Okay, because they use the word NYCT in there, so that is correct. That is following their nomenclature. This one, however, is not. You bring up an important point, though. It can be really tempting to delete stuff and start over, and sometimes that's the right thing, but also finding small ways to make something better is also powerful. Not going to say one way is always right and the other way is always wrong, just small changes can sometimes be the right thing. Aiden says rewrites are good because you know more about it and the past problems. Yeah, for sure. For like smaller modules, for an app of this size, it's kind of prohibitive. Oops. I wonder if I'm biting off more than I can chew here. I think this is an important rename, but this is changing like so much code. And I guess I'm doing this name change because I'm about to use it in another place, and I don't want to add any new code that uses the wrong name. Is I guess what I'm thinking. Aiden says yes because you got a good load of code, UI kit, Swift UI, and the Vapor stuff. Plus the Android, yeah. Tuke says, did you have the idea of like using the code base of the Subway app to build clones for other cities? Yes. Yes, but there's still much more to add for New York City. I've gotten requests from Rome, like in Italy. People are like, make this app for Italy, make this app for Rome. I looked at doing it for LA and Chicago, but again, there's just a lot to add for New York. And I guess more importantly, I don't live in those places, so I don't know what's actually important to people from those cities. I mean, I could just use what's important to me, I guess. This does feel like the right move, though. Like saying Subway instead of NYCT, like that's much easier to pronounce. London when, yeah. Well, you have a proper system over there, right? It works perfectly, right? You don't need an app. Tuke says, or maybe having the same app but giving the users to choose the country and city. Yeah, I think like that's another thing I can do like once I'm more successful is start adding in other cities as well. But there's like a lot that goes into that. Like I have my servers running right outside of New York City. So like for London, I would probably get servers on that side of the pond, for example, and probably have to use a different data center. I mean, definitely a different data center. Yeah, I don't know if this is a quote-unquote waste of time doing a rename right now, but it feels good. It feels good not seeing NYCT anymore, except for when the MTA themselves is saying it. So I feel like I'm somewhat validated in this rename. No system is perfect. Ida says, I use City Mapper for my train and bus trips. Most providers have EU locations. Yeah. Yeah, Amazon does not have a New York City location, which was surprising. But that's yet another reason why I am not on Amazon. Yeah, I was kind of surprised, but whatever. I avoid AWS. Yeah, me too. But in most of my jobs, most of my 9-to-5s or whatever, they have all been heavy AWS for better or for worse. So I've had to get to know it quite a bit. Where is Xcode? Well, I guess let's run the map script, SPX generate master data file. I do want to rename that at some point. But that is less important right now. Okay, cool. We got some errors. Underway core lib. I like DigitalOcean the most. Yeah, that's what I'm using. So if I hit Command B here, I should get the errors here. Yeah, there we go. And this is where I'm excited that I have a fairly reasonable test suite that at least builds every single component, if not runs a few tests. Cannot find, that's not what it says. Anyway, let's Command B again. I looked at Heroku again, but man, it's so expensive. I'm like, maybe I should stop doing this Kubernetes stuff and just chill. But yeah, Heroku's fairly pricey, so I don't think I'll be switching. I use DigitalOcean app platform. Oh, nice. I have not gotten a chance to try that out. I am very curious about it. So, like, do you still get to pick what size your nodes are? Your droplets or whatever they call them? Oh, cool. And then, like, how else does it work? It's not that expensive. You connect to Git repo and it builds. Okay, that just means that we need to find out where that's defined, and then it'll fix itself. And it says then I use the managed database for DB. Yeah, I don't even know what to ask. I've not really looked at it. I've been using Kubernetes from before that even came out. And I have all my scripts all set up, but I do like the idea of not dealing with it anymore. I guess the one nice thing about staying with Kubernetes is that if DigitalOcean ever gets too expensive, I can easily swap providers. If it's a Docker file, you can run it. Yeah, I have like 15 different Docker files. Which I guess is what's nice about Kubernetes. You kind of pay for a couple nodes, and then you have all your containers, and you just put them on your capacity. Whereas with like Heroku, you're paying for like every single container individually, which is I have too many containers to make that reasonable. You pay per node with DigitalOcean. Yeah, that's the same with your Kubernetes. You kind of get the Kubernetes control plane for free, and they you just kind of pay for the nodes. There's like a minimum node size, which is a little annoying, but it's fine. I think I'm like under 50% CPU on both of them. That's fine, right? Around 50%. I'm not overdoing it or underdoing it too much. Depends on how much CPU you need for API. Yeah, I guess for my API, it's like I'm serving stuff straight out of Redis, so it's very, very low computationally. Oh, I guess one wrinkle is that no, I don't think I mentioned the transit system in the arrivals. I think that part will be fine, but it might not be. I guess I'm gonna have to run a test to make sure nothing breaks before, like with an old version of the app, the one that's currently live. You can do auto scaling, so it creates nodes based off CPU loads. Yeah, I do not have that problem. I'm running like on the smallest possible node for Kubernetes, and I'm like at 10% CPU or something on my edge node. Let's log in. I guess I don't have the right. I don't have the right password or something. Breaking change in Kubernetes cluster access. Okay, that's fine. Oh, right. All right, I remember what's wrong. I really need to update this. I have an extra space at the beginning of my password. Verify you're a human. An unknown error occurred. Looks fine to me. I don't want to show off the IP address. I mean, it's probably fine. You'll probably find it fairly easily if you really wanted it. But yeah, my edge node, it like barely breaks 10%, and it's like the smallest size. Yeah, 2 gigabytes, 1 CPU. More build errors. I guess doing renames like this is a lot nicer for chatting with chat. I'm not like deep in thought trying to figure something out. Initializer must conform to cursor. Okay, yeah, just need to update these. And then we have errors in another castle. Probably fine with super low powered one node. I guess I tried that. The problem was, I guess like getting all the feeds and doing all the transforms and making the feeds, like that's fairly CPU intensive, and it would having them on the same node as the edge node, it was just a little too noisy. You could kind of tell that you weren't getting fast responses from the server. So that's why I went back to having 2 nodes. Because when you're underground, like, you don't have service all the time, and in the 2 seconds that you do have service, you want to get the feed. Yeah, I guess I don't use the managed Redis. I just have the Redis running inside of my Kubernetes cluster. So I save a few bucks that way. Could be more expensive then, yeah. Ooh, we gotta update our strings files. Yeah. Let's see, strings. Strings.string. Let's see, NYCT. Cool. Depends on if Eval being able to focus on code more. Yeah, I do value it, but I also have everything like set up already. So it would, like, it's on my radar, but I don't want to like overthink that either. Do you pay for a load balancer with the app thing? No? Okay, cool. Yeah, with Kubernetes, every time they do a reconfiguration, they like keep adding a load balancer, and then like I notice it, like, oh, that's an extra like $5-10, whatever it is, a month. Like, I'm not using that. Security and updating stuff, yeah, for sure. It's like I learned all this stuff, and it's like, yeah, keeping up with it is certainly something to be aware of. Kind of like using an auth provider instead of writing my own, at least until we're off the ground. Which I guess means I value being independent over getting out open source stuff. Because I could keep my job, I guess, or plan on keeping my job and do open source stuff. I kind of just wander around with whatever catches my fancy and my off hours, or I could try to be an entrepreneur. To make sure bad people don't get in, yeah. Model. Probably something on the model. Yes, it is. Aiden says, I pay to not manage it because I am quite lazy with infra, though my Russian friend told me to secure everything on bare bones Ubuntu, set up Docker. Now, I think you're making the right move. If I were to start again, I would probably... I mean, I did start on Heroku such a long time ago. This is just kind of how my path laid out. Okay, so let's try generating the data file again. Okay, so that worked. We probably need to update the maps. Yeah, because these are named different. Or in the old style, I guess. Aiden says, in this stage, I am prepared to spend more than I need to, since when it pops off, I can afford to pay for someone to move to Kubernetes cluster. Yeah, exactly. I'm in this awkward stage where I have something nice and it's possibly too much. As far as like maintenance goes, I think I've made it fairly easy for myself to maintain, just, you know. Build the failed. Oh, I was trying to build to the iPhone. Right, it says maybe even get my own servers like Tommy does and put them in a co-location at the edge of London. That's just silly, in my opinion. I would not do that. That's because you think it's cool or fun, which is fine. That's a great reason to do something. Just does not make sense to me for what I value. I was talking to a client once about like getting servers, and that's what they thought I meant. I'm like, no, like what? Who does that anymore? It's not the 90s. I don't know. I don't mean to knock on anyone's hobbies. You should do what you feel like is fun. Yeah, and I don't do AI or ML, so again, that doesn't apply to me. Let's see, so inside of maps, what's it doing? Okay, that looks like it's going along. Oh, wow. Yeah, I feel like especially then, like why would you want a server in a colo? Like just use a cloud provider or something. I don't know. There's probably a lot of stuff I don't understand there. But it does feel cool to like pick out a new computer and stick it in a colo, and it's like, yeah, that's my computer. Oh, oops, iOS app. Is Xcode closed? One of the annoying things about Swift Package Manager is you can't have the same project opened by... So if you have like a library, you can't have two Xcodes that reference the same library open at the same time. So I have to like check if Xcode is open before like opening an Xcode. Okay, let's run the app and see if we see the map. TommyWorks, they specialize in making stuff not fail. Oh, well, there you go. With massive redundancy and data integrity at many petabytes. Please eat the animal's bites. Okay, we have tiles. We have clicks. And I didn't update the server, actually. So I guess that means everything's working, right? That means I'm free to update the server. Let's get out the night map. Yeah, that seems fine. And then let's look at the map editor. Which could get super expensive very quickly in the cloud. Yeah, if that's like, if you're specializing in that, if you're like, if that's your job, that's way different. That's way different. Okay, a few updates here. Took says, what was your experience with Vapor apps in terms of RAM usage? Very small. Very, very small. Oh, I bet I need to regenerate the Xcode project. Eden says Google Cloud also uses the company TommyWorks for. Oh, well. Let me close my mouth then. Yeah, if that's like his job, that's way different. That's a case of severe misunderstanding of what we're talking about. I think this is wrong. I think this is supposed to be path. I think there's no way to get to the path night map in the editor. Okay, so let's highlight all. That looks good. Swap to the night map. Highlight all. That looks good. Swap to the path map. That looks good. And the path night map. Fantastic. Let's see, what else do we need to check? I guess we could load the admin app. Just in case. Aiden says, the work we're doing together has been breakthrough work. Google Cloud's review of where Tommy works. I had no idea. Everyone's an app developer just like me. That's what I think. Okay, so that worked. We can look at the feed. And, oh, this is great because I can look at the arrivals. Cool. Yeah, it doesn't mention the transit system, which it probably should for some reason. But I guess that's we haven't added too much stuff yet, but we will be in the maybe near-term future. Hard to estimate. Okay, I think we can send this to CI. 77 changes. NYCT to Subway for iOS. Here is our CI. Wait to see if anything fails. So Meteorite, that's my Mac Mini. And International Space Station, that's my Intel Mac. I guess we'll let that cook, and let's do the Android side, which I don't think I build on CI yet, which I probably should, I guess. App dev is Tommy's hobby. Hey. Well, thanks for clarifying. Because, yeah, like we were talking about app dev. So this is Android Studio. This is where Android apps come from. The advice I've gotten is to like not do anything more for Android. Just only focus on iOS until I'm like off the ground. Let's see, Alt F1. Yeah, so this needs to be renamed. Shift F6. Sorry, Android users. I think I agree with that advice with not doing anything for Android. Yeah, everyone kept asking for it. So I guess my best friend at the time was an Android user. I mean, he still uses the app, but yeah, it just does not have the same love and care. Like, there's no way to pay to remove the ads, which is, I guess, is like one thing I would like to do, so that at least Android people can start giving me money. I mean, I guess that's one idea I had is like I've been looking at in-app purchase server providers instead of writing my own. So like, oh, I could do in-app purchases on Android first, just to make sure it's a good fit before doing it for iOS. Error running app, device offline. I think I need to search for NYCT though, because... Huh. What are the tiles called for Android? So are you gonna run Mr. App? Let's see, assets, tiles. There's no tiles. That is not the good. Yeah, cannot find the tiles. Okay, so let's fix that. So where do we do the Android side here? Here's main. Here's Android. Oh. Hold on. So what am I doing? What's in the artifacts folder anyway? Did I close? No, here's VS Code. Okay. Subway map, Subway night, Subway map. Yeah, those are silly names. I see. So why don't I just use the version of this that I have already? Well, we can figure that out another time. Right now, let's just make it work, I guess. So this is a string now. And then this is self.raw value plus dash. Build succeeded. So this means I need to make tiles again. Is that still going to be this? So that's still going to be Subway map. I guess that's fine for right now. No one's going to die if that's a silly name, I guess. Let's see, so who uses file stem? to later. Okay, so let's run the tiler again. And hopefully this Android part will work now. Aiden says, I heard good things about Revenue Cat. I would do it the other way around. Android users are less likely to pay for stuff on the App Store. I have heard that too. And I guess particularly in New York, it's very iPhone heavy, I believe. From 2014. I don't want from 2014. Is there a way to search from like, what is start page anyway? iPhone versus Android NYC. No, not in general. In New York City. Years ago, no thanks. No one knows? No one knows. Well, these are still cooking, I guess. How is our tiler going? Our tiler is done. Let's take a peek at... Hey, there's stuff in here now. Let's run the Android app. Ignore Android there, lame. Did you switch back to Android yet, John 2.0? What are you on right now? Jetpack Compose is really nice, though. I think it's objectively better, like less buggy than SwiftUI. Yay, we have Android. Okay. Oh, did we click on anything? Let's make sure clicking works. It's called Little Haiti in the name of the station. That's cool. John 2.0 says, in iPhone still, I toyed with the idea of Android, but I missed too much on Apple. Interesting. I am curious to hear more. NYCT to Subway for Android. And I guess I'll wait to push until CI has gotten a little bit further. How do I go to the pipeline itself? I guess I should have done that on a branch, but it looks like it went okay. So what do we call this? Done? And this is also done. Can I add new states? layout is ordered by last created. Drop here to move the issue. Drop here to delete the issue. How do I sort by priority? Calendar, table. Oh my God. So this is Shortcut. This is the project manager we've been using kind of up until today. Can I rearrange in this game? Sort by this column to enable drag and drop ordering. Hey, so easy. So this is done. I think I did this. I don't know if I did that, but that's not important for right now anyway. Aiden says, I switched in 2016, I think, from Android to iPhone. Haven't looked back since. John says, ecosystem was a big thing to miss. I tried the Samsung ecosystem, but it paled in comparison to the quality of Apple's. I like Apple more, but they are more premium than the awful Androids my parents got me. I'm glad I got everyone to switch to iPhone except my dad. Everyone is fine on iPhone in the household at least. Yeah. No, I went from... I hated cell phones when they first came out. They were all so ugly. I think I eventually got like the tiniest shitty flip phone. Like the shittiest one possible because I hated phones so much. And the iPhone came out, and I've gotten myself one basically every single year. I did not get the new one this year, though. It just didn't seem like a worthwhile upgrade. I'm not sure if I'm going to continue the every year cycle anymore. I think this phone's like 2 years old at this point. I think we've hit peak smartphone. Yeah, I just like the Apple Intelligence. Like, I don't need a new phone. Like, if I can, I guess it's like when the Apple made their phones bigger. Like, I stayed on. I think that's another year I like didn't upgrade. I stayed on the iPhone 5S and didn't get the iPhone 6, which worked out because the iPhone 6 was one of the worst phones as far as bugs that I've had to deal with in my apps because of that phone. John says, I am running the 16 Pro Max, but I upgraded from a 13 Pro Max. Probably get a 17 and give my wife this one. I'll probably upgrade next year. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not sure how often I want to upgrade my phones. I mean, this is a purple phone, and the Apple hasn't made a purple phone since. And they just made their second blue phone. Maybe I'll just upgrade on like purple years or something. iPhone 12, and it's solid though. After my uni year. Which phone is this actually? General, about, iPhone 14 Pro. Okay, let's try this protected route in the admin backend. Set this to in progress. One thing I don't like about Shortcut is that it shows like the backlog column like first. And that's so annoying because I want to see what's like in to do or in progress kind of first. But anyway, gonna have to just make my own. Ooh, advert. I went with Desert Titanium. I went the solid black one to semi-help with the resale value. Oh, thinking ahead. John says they don't like to give cool colors to the Pro series. No, the 14 Pro was blue. I mean, was purple. And I think when was the first blue iPhone Pro? Might have been the 13 or the 12. iPhone Pro colors history. Here's a look back at every iPhone color ever launched. But where's the Pro? So iPhone 11 Pro had lavender. I don't like that purple. Oh, the 12 had a purple. Oh, that's the mini, not the Pro. So the iPhone 12 Pro had that blue. 13, oh yeah, was that this is the blue I was thinking of. And here's the one I have, this purple. So they don't have the 15 or 16 here though. But yeah, I'm expecting that there'll be another purple one in 2025 or 2026, and maybe that's when I'll upgrade. I do like the story IDs on this one. I mean, there's gotta be a way to order by manual. Okay. So we're in a cycle, order by manual. So can we put, can we drag this up? No? Can we drag? There's gotta be a way. Well, anyway, let's mark this as in progress. Create a protected route on the admin back end. Oh, we have a failed jab. That's who is this? Oh, okay, yes. Let's fix some stuff. Let's fix some stuff before going forward. Okay, so let's build the back end. 13 Pro is blue and the 50 and 16 are mech colors. Yeah, there's just haven't been good colors lately. Hoping for a green or blue something. Yeah, I could get a green one. I have been appreciating green as like a symbol of growth recently. So are we building? Command B. Build succeeded. Okay, let's try... Well, then who failed on the back end then? Oh, I guess not everything is in here. So if I bring in... Can I just add this here? Reference in place. And then... This is in just some random order here. Manage schemes. So how do I build this from inside here? Do I have to reopen Xcode? I would believe that. That is believable. No destinations. Yeah, this is pretty meager here. There was like 20 things and now there's like 10. Oh, maybe if I set it to my Mac? No. The active scheme has no targets. Well, that's not true. Manage schemes. Auto create schemes. Target. God. Xcode, please. Your people are hungry for working software. Import from See, it's available here. But not available here. What's the deal with that? Whoa, I do not trust what's going on. Let's look at what Git thinks is happening. So only schemes have been edited. Let's close Xcode and discard all the changes. Yeah, maybe we'll just go straight there and not worry about making Xcode happy right now. Aiden says, I have no hope other than Apple goes in the right direction with the AI, though I've been trying it a little bit on my MacBook. I guess I'm like an AI vegan. It's like for the ethical treatment of the planet or something. I just think AI is currently a bad idea for the planet. That's just what some people feel about meat. But I do enjoy eating quite a bit of meat. Okay, so can I build? Yeah, I guess once AI figures out how to do attribution and AI figures out how to not use so much water, and once AI figures out how to, I don't know, it's just sparkling statistics. It's not actually an inspiration. I think that's like my biggest problem with it, is like it's not inspired. Which is what some people feel about TikTok dances, and I feel TikTok dances are quite inspired. So oh, this just needs to be capitalized. Yeah, it does. Oh, is this just Subway? Yeah, okay. Aiden says, I really hate the new AI in Xcode. Do we have an AI in here? AI. Do not see an AI. Do I have the right Xcode for the AI? 16.1. It gets really bad code. I don't know, TikTok's getting banned soon, so no more TikTok dances in the US. Yeah, it's kind of weird, right? I wonder what's going to happen with TikTok over here. Part of me thinks there's no way this actually happens. Like was it like data is the new oil and TikTok just generates way too much data? Like someone's gonna, for nefarious or other reasons, want it. Build succeeded. Fix, build, errors. Oh, and I guess there's another node we can make sure builds. We can check if the web app builds. I guess there's this other app, Lemon 8 or something, that's like now powered by TikTok, which I don't know what that means. But I started posting there also. Aiden says ByteDance is trying to move people to Lemonade, which is also owned by ByteDance, so probably going to get banned as well. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't really see too many dances on TikTok anymore anyway. It's all people talking about serious stuff and Luigi and how to manifest. So the web app is when your friend doesn't have the app installed, but you do send them a link. It'll serve up the shared item on a web page. ByteDance is trying to move people to Emulate. At the end of the day, it's the Chinese government spying on you, which I see as a threat if they're spying on people. Yeah, I don't know if like Facebook spying is like any better. At least the TikTok algorithm is gives me what I want to see, whereas Facebook's does not. And they're both spying. Everyone's selling your data. Like, if the Chinese really wanted it, they could just buy it from Facebook anyway. I don't know. I don't know anything about the Chinese government. I just know that Facebook has lots of data for sale. And I'm cranky they're going to make it harder to look at TikTok dances. I guess I should have done find replace on this. Yeah, I'm not even halfway through the file. Holy cow. Okay, so how do you do find replace? Command Option F. Find dot nyct. Replace it with dot subway. Oops, that's not what I meant. Build the failed. What is the Probalo? Aiden says, I'm in a situation where it's either Americans I'm getting the data or the Chinese government. So I'm in a bad situation either way. still build the failed? How many of these do I have? Replace all. Replace all. Replace all. There we go. Build succeeded. Okay. Oh, I see. I had like 7 files of those. Guess we can cancel that middle build and possibly the one before it also. Oh, it is canceled. Perfect. Did this produce any new errors? It did. Oh, in the tests. Oh, man. Command U. Why does it default to running on my phone? Command Shift F. And then can I replace here? Yeah. Oh, just in this file. Okay, fine. Command U. Command Shift F. Replace with Command U. These I'll just type through. Build succeeded. I wrote a note to myself, what is this? Who knows? We're not figuring out right now. Test succeeded, yay. Let's see, what else has failed? The data? Okay, let's take a look over there. cd dot dot cd data. Command U, I guess. Guess that'll build everything. Hey, look, it defaulted to run on my Mac. That's nice. Build succeeded. Cool. We did web app. We did corelib. And then I guess some of the database stuff. Fix. What's the name of the folder? Underway data. Yeah, so both of these have failures. So let's do SQLite Kit first. And, well, let's wait for it to resolve its package dependencies. And Xcode the crash. Command U. Cool, so that's passing now. And then the other one. So SQLite Kit is the Vapor SQLite package, and GRDB is a iOS and Mac SQLite package. And I need both, so I have both. I wonder what I should do for the end of year subscriber gifts this year. Last year I made everyone individual videos, personalized videos of scenery around New York City. Build succeeded. Okay. Oh, maybe I need to run the tests. Maybe that's what was wrong. Yeah, build failed. There we go. I think I posted them to YouTube and sent people a private link so they have like their own video. Build the failed. Okay, so Command Option F, .myct. Do the same thing. Ooh, this one right here. Build succeeded. Test the failed. What was the failure? I don't see a failure. Build succeeded. Test failed. What failed? What failed? Maybe I'll run it from the command line. Says 0 failures. Maybe it was just an Xcode thing. Did this get stuck or something? This was like one of the first tasks to start. Elapsed time 50 minutes. I'm going to say it got stuck. Cancel. Yeah, I do want to at least wait for this task to run again. I don't want to just cancel it. It takes a while. And we've got some good information on the health of that module. Okay. I kind of like this tool here. However, I cannot figure out how to change the order of stuff.
Too many nights, too many lows, so many problems I can't solve. We on a high, we on a roll. We should keep on moving. Don't stay
Okay, well, anyway, let's get back to work. So create protected route on the admin backend. CD Vapor apps. Oh, I think I might have done this. Yeah, I did this. Yeah, so I guess just to show off the code for all you folks out there writing your own Vapor, I made a JWT payload which implements authenticatable, and I get the permissions as an array, and then like I do some verifies. And I wrote a test for this also. And this is an expired certificate, so I don't care. But yeah, I did that on purpose so I could have something in the test to show that it all works, and that it has the permissions that I expect, read maps and write maps. Yeah, okay. So then in the routes, yeah, I guess I have an admin only. Oh, so I guess what I want to do is say group and I think you do it like this, UW map ID. Mark as published. I guess we could have it be a, like in the request, I guess. Maybe this is like a new folder here. New folder, maps. file, maps controller, import wiper. This is a routes collection.
Presentía que algún día tú vendrías y me quitarías la voz. No quisiera que te fueras.
Yeah, so instead of, we can leave this here, but instead of trying to do everything like this, we can say dot use, or what is it? Dot register. Yeah, dot register maps controller.
Las razones que me diste no bastaban para darte mi perdón. Atrapada en la calima, no sentía ni veía la intención.
We can say just use mark as published.
La noche de luna llena, la mangata me brujó. Si mi vida cumplió condena yo. La noche de luna llena, la mangata me brujó. Si mi vida cumplió condena yo.
And I don't think there's anything in subscribers controller now. Yeah, it's all empty. Guess I can delete it. And let's circle back to our pipeline. I thought we had one kind of in progress. This job has been canceled. This was just the first failure here. Okay, well, oh, I see. It's just very slow.
I see it all now. Caught in the sundown.
Okay, so I guess, so for doing mark as published, I'm thinking we'll get the ID of the map and the date that was published and store those in Redis. Other ideas are to store them in a database or in like an S3 object store or in the Kubernetes configuration. I know that last one is probably some kind of a security thing, so I don't think I want to do that. Redis is not, I guess it's not persistent, which I think is fine. I just kind of want to save something. I don't think this needs to be like durable storage, because I can just, it's just to kind of prevent an overload of alerts. It's not to actually say this is like, it's not canonical is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, so we have both Redises there. as published. So I'll have the map ID. And we'll have date. I should probably say something a little bit more like published date or something. The date that the map was published by the MTA, not the date that I published it to the App Store. I guess that's what I want to differentiate in the name. MTA map publish date. Kind of a mouthful, but I don't want to forget which date this is. Call this a vapor content. Then we can say request dot content dot decode errors thrown here are not handled. I guess we can make this async throws. So we'll get the body and then request dot. So how do I get Redis? Yeah, I guess this is kind of a back-end thing. The kitchen, as I call it. I have like a kitchen server and then like the API server. I guess let's stick this one in the kitchen one, and they each have their own Redis. Dot set Redis key. Iden says that's going to get super expensive if you use DigitalOcean managed ones. Why? What's their pricing model for their Redis? Create database cluster. Where's their managed Redis? I guess this is what I see. I see MySQL, Postgres. Is caching Redis? We could search for it. DigitalOcean managed Redis. Caching must be it after the Redis drama, but that's a new change. Like that wasn't there a month ago. Oh, okay, yeah. I put that. I didn't even know there was Redis drama. I gotta find out about that. Redis drama. I like Redis. I don't want them to have drama. Biggest heist. Redis license change and forking are a mess. Tightens its last. Oh my goodness. Oh man. I was such a big Redis fan. I don't want there to be drama. They rug pulled. What is this? A meme coin? So what do I need to do? Just led to sell over sabotaging your own code. A rug pulled license, so DigitalOcean probably switched to a FOSS fork. So if I'm running Redis, do I need to swap my implementation out? Most forks are compatible with the Redis API. I think I'm using Redis 6 or something. Yeah. Oh, version 7. Yeah, I bet that's Redis. But why are you saying that this is going to cost a lot of money if I store the date that I published it to Redis? I just need to import not current date. I don't want to store dates. I didn't say no. I'm saying it would cost a lot because you said you have a separate Redis instance for. Oh yeah. I have two Redis instances, just chilling in my Kubernetes, just hanging out. I guess this is how I'm storing strings in my Redis as time intervals since 1970 as a string. That's silly. That's like not human readable. I don't like that. It's time to change everything. Where's my database date formatter? There's my feed date formatter. Oh, I'm starting to get tired. I don't want to get tired. I'm on a roll. Aiden says, I just checked the docs and managed caching is compatible with the Redis. There you go. Thanks for looking that up. think I have a date formatter that I like somewhere in here. Yeah. Okay, let's try to use this thing. So, how do I use this thing? So I have a date formatter and I knit it with a known format. Okay, so let formatter equals date formatter dotted. And then formatter dot string from date. So that's going to be request dot body dot map publish date. Let date string. Then we want to set that to maybe a colon. Yeah, so then what's your problem? Cannot find map in scope. Oh, body.map.
I couldn't wait for the full light. I'd been so low when the words run dry.
Set.
I see myself
Oh, it's to say dot get. There we go.
away from the confine in the hope you'd follow. Watch the world stand by as we move. I feel safe when
And I guess inside of, we can have like extension of UW map and make it
color trains in your if you
Redis key.
changing you all the sides.
So we can do that. So this will be self.raw value. And then here we can say body.map.redis key. Ooh, yeah, there we go. And then dot get can go at the end. Okay. So I guess we want to test this, which means starting up Redis. Iden says time for a break and coffee, maybe then, depending on the time. Right on. Oh, it's 6:30. I'm way over past my end time. No wonder you feel tired. Yeah. Thanks for sticking around. I hope you have a good break. I should probably break too, but I don't want to leave code not tested like this. I guess I can make a task to test it. I guess I would like this to be tested in CI. However, that would mean like logging in, and I'm not sure how I would want to do that. I don't want to like not test it. You could try act maybe. What's that? Oh, this is a server to server thing. This isn't. I don't want to like click around. There's nothing to click around in. It's just like verifying a JWT. It's just like, how do I want to create that? I guess I could use the one that I have in here. I could load these up, but then they're gonna be expired. That's the problem. They're gonna be expired at some point. Yeah, it's just like, how do I want to get an authenticated thing? I don't want to get an authenticated thing locally. I'm not sure. Or in CI rather. This might be one where I don't actually test it. Look how simple it is. What could there be to test? Ooh, job succeeded. Yay, we get some more successes. Well, so far, Shortcut is still winning as the best project management thing for me. I feel like there's got to be a way to move these. They do mention like this layout is ordered by last created. How do I change that? Settings. Oh, that's a good idea. I guess this is done. Adding backend saves map date in Redis. I guess we didn't test it, but let's just go straight to prod. Create protected route. That's done. Maybe inside the documentation. Let's see. Manual sort. Well, this is what came up from manual sort, and it doesn't even have the word manual in it. Sort and filter. Oh well, we'll figure that out another time. I guess I haven't yet paid for Shortcut. I was about to do it and then found out about this new one, so I wanted to give it a whirl. Add maps. controller. Oh, I guess we can do Swift run admin. Guess we can like see the routes. What is it? Is it? I think it might just be routes. Let's see. Oh, that means we got to build everything. Fatal error, missing auth cert. Oh man. Yeah, I'm I'm done for the day. I will see you all next week. Thanks so much for sticking around and hanging out. And if I don't see you, I'll be here. I'll be here on Saturdays streaming as usual. But if you're not here, wishing you a lovely end of the year.